Parents, y'all better start apologizing to your children. I am oh so serious. If you know that you were not the best parent to them, if you know intentionally or unintentionally that you have literally fucked up with them, you need to apologize. Don't make any excuses. Apologize and ask for their forgiveness before you leave this earth. Because I saw something, and I work in healthcare. I've been in healthcare now for close to 25 years. And what I saw shook me to my core. I went to sleep with this, y'all. And here it is, 8 hours later, and I'm still trying to process it. So the facility that I work in, we deal with mostly terminal residents. And if you're in healthcare, you know, whether you're a nurse, CNA, doctor, hell, working in the food court, environmental services, you already know what goes on in these type of facilities. Well, anyhow, I had a patient and they were clearly close to the end. This person was a DNR, do not resuscitate. Again, if you're in healthcare, you already know what that means. So my supervisor, the head nurse, got on the phone, notified the family member that was on their file that, you know, if you want to come and see about them, you better do it now. So they came, they brought their siblings with them. Now, this patient had 3 kids, 2 sons and a daughter. Okay. And of course, you know, during this time that, you know, the family is about to say goodbye, we leave them to that. We close the door. We give them their privacy. We do not, under any circumstances, unless the family wants us to, come in there, interrupt, or whatever. Okay, we give them that time. One of them got up and opened the door. And we looking at each other, me and my coworkers. I ain't say nothing. I was like, hey, give them that time. Okay, because we're thinking maybe they're about to leave. No. They opened that door. They pulled back that curtain. And one by one, they told that patient who was literally on their deathbed what a shitty parent they were. How this parent never acknowledged them unless it made them look good. How the parent used quote unquote triangulation tactics, trying to turn one sibling against the other. How they favored various other people over them. One of the family members had a disability. That person told them how this patient abused them emotionally as well as physically. When I tell you, all of us had our mouths open. Vinci, sit down. I'm sorry, this is my cat, and y'all gonna have to excuse him because he wants attention. But that shook me to my soul. This patient is literally on their deathbed. The doctor was predicting that they only had like a few hours. Those family members were only in there with that patient for at the most 35 to 45 minutes. That patient passed away, and I kid you not, 3 hours after that visit. And I was shaking. I think all of us were shaking because that's a painful way to go out. Guilt-ridden and in pain, and knowing that your children hate you. And we heard this patient crying out, God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. But I mean, at that point, it's too late. All those years you had to where you could have at least attempted to rectify the damage that you caused in your relationship with your children. Because mind you, these kids, they were older than me. The youngest one was 53. The oldest one was 60. And here you are on your deathbed at 78 years of age, in pain. And one of my coworkers was like, well, you know, the children never did come by to see him. And they didn't. They waited until you were about to pass away. And you had been in that facility for 5 years. And they waited until the day of your death to let you know to your face just exactly how little you meant to them. I'm a mother. I have 3 kids of my own. And when I was going through depression, severe depression, I know I wasn't always the best parent. But I hugged my sons. I hug my daughter. And I tell them every time I get a chance, when I see them, forgive me for dropping my basket. Forgive me for any effect that this is having or has had on your lives. Forgive me. I'm begging you, parents. Replay the story if you have to. Apologize. And don't half-ass it. Don't make excuses. Apologize if you know you have messed up. Because whether you believe it or not, karma's a bitch, yo. Just something to think about. Y'all have a good day.